another person that's not playing games is Angel Reese. Angel Reese.
Yeah.
She had an amazing big week. Love to see it. She went from practice. Okay, this is a day in her life, from practice to the Met Gala. Okay, the first WNBA rookie to be invited to the Met Gala, and then she went and she did her thing on the court. If anybody had any questions about it,
you forgot one. It was also her 22nd birthday.
Well, yeah, she was. Yeah. I was gonna say, after that huge game and everything that she had. Well, actually, it was the day before, right? So she celebrated her 22nd birthday, and then she went out there on the court. She was getting buckets, okay? She was getting all the buckets. And another thing that we'll talk about too was, we got to see it live stream. That's something that we'll talk about a little bit in the future. But so excited to see what Angel Reese is doing. I think that, she said coming in, she was going to work hard, that she was going to do this, like she's going to earn it. And we're seeing that in every way. Another thing that we saw this week with her is she was talking about her Reebok partnership that she's had. Shaq actually appointed her, it was like his first move when he became the president of Reebok. I believe he's the president. And he basically was like, I could see nobody else better in this position. His direct quote was, Angel is shaking up the space, just like Reebok has done all along. I'm proud to welcome Angel into the Reebok family and can't wait to see how she will bring the brand's legacy to the next generation. And she's doing that in every single way. I just couldn't be happier to see this from Angel Reese.
Yeah, I love it too, because she's very savvy and very smart. And she said something that resonated with me. And one of the reasons why she chose Reebok, if not the main reason or the biggest reason, was because they didn't already have a female basketball player on their roster. And that reminded me a lot of how I've chosen agencies that I've worked with, agents that I've worked with, because, you like to believe that when you go to some place that has a certain amount of people who do the same thing you do or are in the same field as you are in, you would like, in a perfect world, that attention is split evenly, right? But as we know from multiple sides of this industry, that's not the case. You have people who have been with you for X amount of years and they're the breadwinners and they bring in the most notoriety and they bring in the most attention. And it's because they've been in the game for a lot longer. And the newbies, that come in are trying to kind of figure out where they fit in the space, and they're just starting out. So like the traction may not quite be the same, although in Angel Reese's case, she's such a huge star already, but there's levels to it, right? So you would hope that, whoever you're working with would give their attention and do their due diligence evenly across the board. But as we know, when a parent says they don't have a favorite child, they usually have a favorite child. They just don't go ahead and let you know that you're not the favorite child. So that mindset really stuck with me, because I've made a lot of my decisions like that as well. Like, well, if there's 20 people who do what I do signed to this person, how am I going to be a priority? And having that mindset at such a young age, once again, just speaks to her savviness. It speaks to her awareness, not just as an athlete, but as, a young woman building a brand. And it was just very, very impressive. The more she speaks, the more impressed I become with her.
Absolutely. And her main thing, like you said, was to be the face of the brand, to also rebrand everything in her style. She was saying, you guys love the way that I dressed. You love everything about me. And I want to bring that to the table in this partnership with Reebok. And you're seeing that a lot. I'm not saying that no WNBA athlete has ever taken ownership and done anything like this. It has happened for years, right?
Like Skylar Diggins had the thing with Puma, and I can think of a few people.
Yeah, there's definitely, Candace Parker, right? Like, she's a prime example. She's been doing that for years. And they've really provided a lot of guidance for this class that is coming in. They're seeing, I can do this and I can do it on my terms and I can do what I want to do. And I think it's because they've seen that from other players, right? But now they're just really having the agency to do it. They have the eyes on them. They have the people that are coming and consuming their brands. And so I just love that Angel is like, I'm doing this my way. I'm doing what I want to do. And I'm going to bring Reebok to life in a way that only I can. right?
I think also though it's important too, because I think that, I mean, I can think of Skylar Diggins right now off the top of my head, but when I really think about women existing in this space, yes, you always have somebody who like their style maybe resonates with you like individually one-on-one. But I can't think of someone since Skylar Diggins who really has been in the fashion bag the way that Angel Reese has been in it. And I think that because she is so experimental with her fashion and because of the generation she appeals to, it's like the perfect storm, right? Because
Absolutely.
everyone has an individual style, but not everybody has a style that a lot of people want to copy. Then those are two drastically different things. And what I mean by that is that's what the whole premise behind League Fits is, right? Because if so and so wears it, and that's why you kind of see the same people on those websites constantly, because there are needle movers. You know, if Kyle Kuzma wears something, 9 times out of 10, someone's gonna buy it. If Russell Westbrook wears something, it resonates with people. Like there are certain athletes who have a mass appeal when it comes to what they wear and what they're interested in, what products they are using, that it only makes sense to capitalize off of that. So everyone's personal style is their personal style, but the needle movers is what makes brands like Reebok and the Angel Reese partnership so instrumental and so monumental, because the reach and the appeal that she has with so many people is going to be a lot bigger than like that one-on-one relationship, if that makes sense.
It does make sense. And she said many times, all of this is important to me. I want to be in fashion. I want to be a model. I want to be all of this. All of this is important to me. And she shows that in the way that she moves. She even said after her whirlwind day with practice and then going to the Met Gala and all of these things that like, I can do all things. She texts
maximize those 24 hours, honey.
Listen, she's maximizing all of it, even getting ready in the jet to go to the Met Gala. She was getting ready in there. So all of these things are important to her. She's going to maximize on all of it. People are consuming it. And I just hope that the WNBA takes note